Hi, this is Dr. Patel of Atlantic Medical Imaging. February is the month of Valentine's and also American Heart Month. It's a good reminder of the importance of monitoring yours and your family's heart health. Each year, about 1.1 million Americans suffers a heart attack. At Atlantic Medical Imaging, we perform a revolutionary imaging exam called coronary CT angiography, a dramatic breakthrough in the detection of heart disease. Coronary CTA is a non-invasive imaging technique used to visualize disease in the coronary arteries, the source of heart attacks and sudden death. Atlantic Medical Imaging is a world leader in coronary CTA. We have the largest case experience in coronary CTA anywhere. With a supporting staff devoted to your dignity and health, our board-certified radiologists are dedicated to bringing you the most advanced medical imaging in the world. Call the imaging experts at 609-677-X-ray and visit us on the web at atlanticmedicalimaging.com. Atlantic Medical Imaging. Experience you can trust.
Toyota of Vineland, family owned and operated for over 30 years. We have the cars and trucks you need at the price you want.
South Jersey's positive radio station is Pop FM 99.9, Power of Positivity, with local news, weather, and events in Gloucester, Salem, and Cumberland. Streaming online at popfm999.com. On Pop FM, you have the power to keep it positive.
We are a family business. Myself and my wife wait on 90% of the customers who walk in the door. So you're going to get somebody who's going to help you. He knows something about the floor covering business. But we specialize in carpet, hardwood, laminate, luxury vinyl tile, area rugs, and a service. When we stock a lot of rolls of carpet, buying from the roll as a customer, you save money. I am very proud to own Richland Carpet, and I am very proud of the selection and the service that we provide.
Welcome to Clark & Fox, a company dedicated to representing the international and domestic insurance markets. We are a group of individuals who created a world-class law firm and company through passion, purpose, and practice. We pride ourselves on providing consistent and extraordinary legal services to our clients from New Jersey to Pennsylvania to California and many places in between. Our goal is to become the most knowledgeable and respected law firm representing the insurance industry. This singular goal guides and defines all of our decisions. If you wish to join the Clark & Fox team, either as a client or member of our firm, please reach out to us.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are live from Rodeo Gym on the campus of St. Augustine Prep in Richland, New Jersey for another edition of Hermits Basketball right here exclusively on the Hermits Broadcasting YouTube channel. Tonight, we bring you a quarterfinals matchup in the Cape Atlantic League playoffs as your 20-2 two-seeded St. Augustine Prep Hermits take on the 7-seeded 13-9 Bridgeton Bulldogs in this South Jersey postseason matchup. Once again, welcome everyone. I'm Jimmy Bachman. Alongside me today is Peter Burns and longtime Hermits assistant coach Dave Catalana as we get ready for tip-off in just a few minutes. Pete, Coach, the Hermits are coming off a big week with wins against Paul VI in Pleasantville, so it looks like they're getting hot at the right time, don't you think?
Yeah, we've been playing very well as of late, even though we had some critical injuries to Samaj Bethea and Jack Schleicher.
Absolutely. You saw the Hermits really, I especially want to talk about that PVI game, really played tough without two of their main guards. We saw Noah Plen have a great game. Elijah Brown was absolutely fantastic with 27 points. And the Hermits ended up getting that overtime win after Brown hit the game-tying shot with only 10 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, and I was watching that game. You guys did the game that night. And I was watching it afterwards knowing that they had won the game. And there were certain points in the game where I'm thinking, I don't know how they won this game. And really it was the two clutch shots late in the game by Elijah Brown and then a good overtime by Ife and Elijah to really carry them through some of the injuries that they had.
Absolutely. We saw a coach make a couple adjustments knowing he was missing a couple of his guards. You saw the team basically play a 2-3 zone most of the game. They usually play man, and they'll throw in a press every now and then. Do you think that was just an adjustment just for that game, or do you look to see it again? As we know, Samaj Bethea will play today, but Jack Schleicher's still out with that MCL injury for another week or two.
You know, I think Coach Ike, who's the defensive coach here, and Coach Rodeo have kind of settled into that zone. I think they like it with the personnel that they have, even when Samaj is available. Schleicher is probably their best defensive one-on-one, man-to-man player, and he is going to be out for a little bit. So I think they're going to work on that zone. You know they love to do the zone press, so they're falling back into that 2-3, I think, is a good fit for them.
Absolutely. And we said coming into this game, it's the quarterfinals round of the Cape Atlantic League playoffs. The Hermits and Bridgeton are the fourth matchup of 4 so far to play. They're the last one. We saw a big upset earlier today as the number one seeded Egg Harbor Township lost to the number 8 seeded Mainland. Number 4 seeded St. Joe's Academy beat number 5 seed Millville. And the number 3 seed Middle Township lost in an upset to the number 6 seeded Holy Spirit. The Hermits will play Holy Spirit if they are able to win this game.
Well, Jimmy, that's the other thing, too. In this format, since they've gone to the 8 team, it's the first time a 1 seed has ever lost to an 8 seed. And to be honest with you, I talked to Mike Rizzo about the seedings. There was no doubt. There was not even a discussion on who the 1 seed. Egg Harbor clearly earned it, and the Hermits coming in with the 2 seed. There was discussion about the 8 seed. Hamilton had an argument for it. ACIT had an argument. And here Mainland gets it and then pulls the big upset.
Absolutely. Egg Harbor, we saw them get that big win at EHT against the Hermits earlier this month, 76-51. So the Hermits won't get a chance at getting a revenge game if they're able to get to the championship. But it definitely makes things look a little better for them, assuming if they are able to get that far, you don't have to worry about playing EHT in the end.
Yeah, they'll play either St. Joe's Academy or Mainland if they can beat out Holy Spirit.
Coming into this game, this is actually the first matchup of the year between the Hermits and Bridgeton. Ironically, usually enough, we do see them play twice. Prep is 5-0 in their last 5 against the Bulldogs. Their last game was back on February 25th, 2021, and the Hermits won that game 67-52. Bridgeton's bringing back an old team, mostly seniors. They'll definitely try to give the Hermits a run for their money today.
And Jimmy, I remember commenting on that game how this team was a younger team for Bridgeton, that they all will be back the next year after that loss. And here they are coming in with 4 seniors in the starting lineup.
Definitely different compared to the Hermits, who have 2 seniors on the team.
We'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen. Tip-off in just a few moments, right after the national anthem. Stay tuned.
At the first quarter, unless there's something else going on or whatever, we're gonna pitch the Hall of Fame thing. All right.
And we're back, ladies and gentlemen, live from Rodeo Gym on the Hermits Broadcasting YouTube channel. I'm Jimmy Bachman alongside Peter Burns and Coach Dave Catalana. Let's now introduce your starters for both teams. First, for the away, Bridgeton Bulldogs, coming in with a record of 13-9. The guards, 5'10 senior, number 1, Deshaun Mosley, and 6'8 sophomore, number 5, Zyquan Anderson. The 2 forwards, 6'2 senior, number 4, Dallas Carper, and 6'3 senior, number 25, Jabril Bowman. In the middle, the big guy, 6'4 senior, number 23, Damon Jones. And now for your 20-2 St. Augustine Prep Hermits. The guards, 5'11 junior, number 1, Ethan Fox, and 5'8 sophomore, number 2, Samaj Bethea. The 2 forwards, 6'4 sophomore, number 11, Matt Kauser, and 6'3", sophomore, number 20, Elijah Brown. And, of course, in the middle, the big man, 6'7", junior, number 21, Ife Oki Byron. The coach for Bridgeton in his 3rd season, Carlos LeBron. And, of course, for the Hermits in his 45th season, coaching the team, the legendary Paul Rodeo. Bridgeton coming into this game, their leading scorer, the senior, Jabril Bowman, averaging 13.5 points per game. Watch out for him today. We saw him play well against the Hermits last year as well. So it'll be interesting to see how the Hermits are matching up against the Bulldogs. We do have a good amount of size. Hermits coming into this game happy to have Samaj Bethea back. They did not have him against Paul VI and Pleasantville. We saw Noah Plen do a great job in the starting lineup, taking his place, but great to have Samaj back. Of course, the second leading scorer on this team and also leads the team in assists.
Well, that's the other thing about the rotations. Coach Rodeo has kind of settled into that 8-man rotation, and Noah Plen is in there, so when you just plug him in, you can't really replace Samaj, but Noah did a great job really in those couple of games. Talked to Samaj at the Pleasantville game. He probably could have gone that night, but knowing this game was coming up, he took the extra day of rest, and hopefully he's 100%. He looks like he's ready to go. Jack Schleicher, his injury could be a little longer term. He's over there in the sweatpants today, so I'm sure the Hermits are hoping to get him back for that March 2nd game for the at least for the parochial A playoffs.
And absolutely, one notable story we saw as the Hermits were missing a couple of their key guys, Elijah Brown really had an excellent week. Of course, 27 points against Paul VI, leading the team to victory, especially in the 4th quarter, hit some clutch free throws, and of course that big game-tying shot. He's really the guy that's really become this Hermits' top scorer. He leads the team in points, nearly 16 per game. He's been just absolutely fantastic.
He's absolutely stepped up, but how about Matt Kauser in that first quarter of the Paul VI game? Just
absolutely. He's just so
unconscious.
Electric. He's that guy that just does not miss that often.
Yeah, he leads the team in 43 made threes.
Bridgeton in the away maroon jerseys, Hermits in the home white. It'll be Oki Byron tipping for Prep. And for Bridgeton, it will be Damon Jones. Tip is up, and we are underway here in Richland in the Cal playoffs. Tip goes to the Hermits. Elijah Brown's quick layup right out of the bat, no good. Rebounded by Bowman. Now see the Hermits setting up at their defensive. They will be in a 2-3 once again, as you call it, Coach. Bethea and Fox up top, Ife in the middle. Brown and Kauser on the wings. That's Mosley now in the corner. Swings it back over to Carper. His mid-range jumper, no good, short. Rebounded by Brown. Trapped, you're going to need a little help. Bethea now with the ball, pushing it up court. Kauser wide open in the corner for 3. Absolutely no doubt about that. Matt Kauser starting off strong once again with a triple for the Hermits.
Yeah, leads the team in made threes, so.
Yeah, he's just adding to that total, Peter, there, and he's not going to get too many where he's that wide open.
Bridgeton swinging the ball around the horn. It's Mosley back with the ball. Now back over to Anderson. Hermits looking to bring their guards out, put a little pressure on these Bridgeton guards.
Yeah, and I like what they're doing, but they don't want to create too many seams. Bridgeton's idea is they want to penetrate, maybe kick, or penetrate, really go to the hole. There you go.
Yeah, nice look there. Layup no good. Put back up by Bowman. Bridgeton now looking to bring a little bit of pressure. Looks like a 2-2-1 press. Hermits able to break it quickly. Fox back over to Kauser on the wing again. Swings it over Bethea. Wide open 3. Is good once again. 2 for 2 from 3 to start off for the Hermits. And it's great to see Samaj get back on the board after missing a couple games.
Well, that is Bridgeton will trap most teams or pressure most teams. We wanted to see if they would do it against St. Augustine. They did, and they paid for it a little with an open 3.
That's 2 open 3s for the Hermits, so good start for them.
Anderson back out to Bowman. Nearly a turnover. Now to Anderson looking to set it back up. Bridgeton in no particular hurry, looking to slow the game down. We know the Hermits do a great job on the fast break. They can score quick. That's Bowman now in the post. His layup no good. Rebounded by Oki Byron. See the coaches wanting the team to press. They wanted to push that ball. Fox back out to Brown. It's back to Fox in the corner for 3. No good off the back of the backboard. But Brown gets the rebound. His layup no good. Rebounded by Kauser. Hermits doing a good job on the offensive board so far. Back out to Fox, and the Hermits will reset. Fox on the drive, and he'll be fouled.
Caught a break there. Samaj's shoe was untied. He was trying to get down to do it. And then, unfortunately, a whistle to stop and get him a chance to lace it back up.
As I said, the Hermits like to score quickly so far this year, averaging just a little over 69 points per game, compared to Bridgeton just averaging nearly 57.
And they've done a great job on set inbound plays. Let's see if they've got something here.
Yeah, looks like they're looking.
Yep,
they'll look for Brown right there. We've seen them use that one a couple times, where they'll just try to find Brown off the inbound, or they'll just try to lob it back up to Ife. Really using that length and the verticality that the Hermits have, which is an advantage against most teams. Carper swings it to Anderson. The ball's tipped. The Bowman fortunately comes up with it. Quick layup for Bridgeton. Pressure coming once again. Hermits able to break it. Fox now with the ball to the top of the key. Over to Kauser on the wing. Kauser off a screen. Wide open three. Once again, nothing but net.
Well, he turned the corner and looked like he had Ife underneath, but as they say, 3 is more than 2, so take the 3 when it was there.
Yeah, if you're Coach Reddy, you don't never want him passing up that shot. He's one of those guys that basically always has the green light. Anderson's pull-up three is no good. Nice rebound by Brown to follow that ball, and he's going to be fouled. That one's going to be on Anderson.
And not a foul the Hermits bench would have wanted there as they had 2 men ahead of the field.
Yeah, it would have been a nice dunk opportunity there. Good foul by Bridgeton to stop the Hermits' fast break.
So this is what Bridgeton does in a half-court set. They're going to go this straight man-to-man pressure defense. Hermits have to be able to handle that.
Nearly halfway now through the first quarter. Hermits winning 11-4. Good start from 3. As they're going to find Ife in the post. Nice little move with the right hand.
Good move, but it was what made the play was the pass, because it was out to his outside hand away from the defender.
Absolutely, and that ball really just led him over to the other side. That's Carper's 3, and he's got it. Nice shot there by number 4, Dallas Carper.
He was in double coverage there.
And Carper looks like the one that's comfortable taking the threes. And
Fox responds right there with the pull-up 3 from the top of the key. And that's going to be a quick timeout for Coach LeBron to talk things over. An electric start from the Hermits shooting-wise. They have not missed from behind the arc.
Well, our first timeout always gives us a chance to look at our keys to the game brought to us by our friends at Toyota in Vineland. And basically the keys to the game tonight are all about around the same thing. The first thing it is we talked about in the other brackets, the upsets. The number 1 seed got upset. The number 3 seed got upset. The Hermits have to have all their focus on Bridgeton. Nobody can be looking at any other game other than Bridgeton. And what you always have to look at in the playoffs is you have to do whatever you need to do to survive and advance. This is the only game they need to be worrying about, right? Forget about possibly getting to the Cape Championship and just focus on getting by Bridgeton.
Absolutely. You know, that's something Coach Rodeo always really emphasizes to his players. It looks like the Hermits going to bring a bit of a press now, putting Elijah up top. Bridgeton playing it slow, but able to get the ball past half court. Hermits look to trap, and that's going to be a bad pass there. Turnover by Carper. Hermits get the ball right back. Really good job there, just bringing that double team. Carper had nowhere to go with it, threw it away.
And Coach LeBron right now not happy with his Bulldogs. Just called the timeout, set it up the way he wanted, and they didn't execute.
Yeah, the Hermits switched up to a press there, and it paid off for them.
Kauser now at the ball, top of the key, off a screen. That one's short, rebounded by Brown. Pump fake goes back up, no good. Ife tries to tip it in, once again missed. Bowman comes down with the rebound. Ife tries to wrestle it back away, and it'll be a jump ball.
Good job by both Ife and Elijah on the boards, and Ife to force the tie up. The ball will go to Bridgeton.
Hermits is really being persistent on the board so far offensively. They know they have a bit of a height advantage. We know Matt Kauser and Elijah Brown do a great job rebounding as well, along with Oki Byron. Hermits bringing pressure once again. Risky cross-court pass. But Mosley's able to come up with it, and he'll be fouled.
Yeah, they did call the foul. A little bit of a reach. They called it on Kauser. But I think this is where the Hermits are their best. 2-2-1, back to a 2-3. They're long, they're athletic. They know what spots they need to be in. They know the trapping areas, and then they fall back to the zone. Especially when you got Ife in the back, he can solve some issues for you if you falter up front.
Noah Plench subbing into the game now for the Hermits, replacing Kauser. He did a great job really handling the ball against PVI. Definitely not an easy matchup for him. You know, PVI was a good defensive team. They had a lot of tall, long guys. But he did a good job. That three no good, rebounded by Bowman.
And that's what Bowman does. He's going to crash the boards. Ife's going to have his hands full with him today.
That ball nearly stolen. Carper's going to come back up with it. Anderson, that floater is good. Hermits looking to push it quickly once again. Bethea now to Brown, and he's going to have a nice and easy layup for the Hermits. As we said, the Hermits love to move fast. They caught the Bulldogs sleeping there, and an easy layup for them.
You don't want to give up the two at one end, but then if you can turn around and turn it into points on the other.
Anderson on drive. Kicks it back out to Mosley for three. No good off the back of the backboard. Ife comes up with the rebound. Tries to throw it off the foot of the Bridgeton defender. But Bridgeton gets it back. Nice little Euro step from Anderson, and 2 more points for the Bulldogs.
Good shot for the Bridgeton Bulldogs. So
18-2 score. 18-11 score now. 2 minutes left to go in this first quarter. That mid-ranger by Elijah Brown, no good. Bowman comes down with the rebound. Now out to Mosley. Mosley on the drive, kicks it back out to Anderson in the corner for three. That one's short, and it'll go out of bounds. Hermits will gain possession.
Well, Jimmy, I've seen Euro steps. That one was a little extra Euro step. Thought maybe he got away with one there. Now the rotation. Calzer's going to come back in for Fox. The Hermits want to play. Bridgeton wants to play up-tempo as well. The Hermits' defense has slowed them down a little bit. The Hermits want to be up-tempo. I see the coaching staff yelling to Plen there. Push the ball. You see how they're doing such a good job in scoring in transition, so they want to push it as much as possible.
Fade to Elijah on the wing, and that'll be a called foul there. That one will be on Tyrone Cleveland, who just checked into the game for Bridgeton. His third foul on the Bulldogs.
Well,
only one on prep so far.
Yeah, Cleveland checks in and takes a tough assignment right away with Elijah.
Fan out the ball in the backcourt. Under 2 minutes to go in this first quarter. It's been all Hermits so far shooting well, up 7. Bulldogs have responded a little bit in the past 2 minutes. He found the handoff back to Samaj. His baseline drive kicks to Ife. It's turned over.
He had Elijah Brown open there.
A bit of a scrum there. We saw Cleveland try to come up with it. He's going to be tripped. It's going to be a foul on the Hermits. Actually, no, they're going to call it on Cleveland of Bridgeton. Saw a couple guys diving for that ball.
It's going to be 2 quick ones on Cleveland, so right away they go back to Jones.
Ife will sub out for Roy Friel.
Saw Friel had a couple good games as well. Just a freshman. Against Pleasantville, he had 9 points. Good shooter. One of those guys that we saw really play mostly JV earlier in the year, and Coach Rodeo called him up, and he's been getting some solid minutes for varsity.
Well, actually started in the game against Pleasantville with only 2 senior basketball players. They started 2 freshmen with Gillespie and Friel, and then also started, I believe, Ethan Haynes started that game as well.
Yeah, shout out to Aaron Bullock and Logan Ham, 2 seniors for the Hermits. The nickname's the Bull and the Hamster. As we've seen, they've gone popular so far on social media. 2 fan favorites whenever the Rowdies are here. Always get some loud applauses. Good defense by Plen to stay on Mosley. Anderson now back to the top of the key. His drive, tries to float it up, blocked by Kauser. Bowman with the rebound, kicks it back out to Mosley. Tries to drive once again, kicks it back to Bowman. Layup's no good. Bowman gets his own rebound, and he's blocked there by Brown. Only 30 seconds left to go in the quarter, and Matt Kauser's fine wide open for the layup. Great look there by Elijah Brown with the pass down court.
Yeah, it was either Brown or maybe it was even Kauser that got the block from behind, and then he gets down the floor.
Only 20 seconds left to go. Hermits looking to put some pressure. Nice little post move by Bowman, and he gets an easy 2 for Bridgeton.
Yeah, got a mismatch with Samaj behind him.
Samaj now with the ball. 10 seconds left to go. Hermits going to take the last shot. Kauser up the screen. 5, 4. Bethea on the drive. Looks like he was blocked there. It'll go out of bounds.
A lot of contact there.
We haven't seen a lot of fouls. Officials really letting them play. No free throws by either team yet so far. Hermits will inbound the ball here. 2 seconds left. That's plenty of time when you got these Hermits guys on the inbounds plays. But we don't see Elijah Brown or Ife Oki-Byron in the game. Usually those are the go-to guys. See if they try to look for Matt Kauser here with 2 seconds. It will go to Kauser. It will count. No good. Off the side of the rim, and that's how the first quarter will end here in Richland. The Hermits up 20-13. They shot the ball well.
Today's broadcast is made possible by the generous support of our school community. The second quarter is proudly brought to you by Barbario and Rich Financial Services. helping individuals plan for a successful retirement since 1993, building the foundation today for a brighter future tomorrow. For a complimentary retirement planning assessment, please call Lou Barberio at 609-926-3100.
And Jimmy and Peter, while we have everybody here in the broadcast today, we just want to talk a little bit very quickly about the Hermits Hall of Fame that's coming up on March the 19th, a great event where the Athletic Hall of Fame being reintroduced. It's just a great list of Hall of Fame inductees for the class of 2022. We're inducting in there this year one athlete from every sport, along with the 2007 undefeated state championship hockey team, Sean Olson from baseball, David Orlandini from basketball, Mark Severi from cross country, Billy Hambrick from football, Ryan Owens from golf, Neil McPeak rowing, Justin Abbey from soccer, Christian Sprang from swimming, George Ginow from tennis, and Dan Fabry from wrestling. So great night. Go to Hermits.com, Hall of Fame for more information.
Absolutely. That will be on March 19th, 2022. We are very proud of all of our former Hermit athletes as they continue to support Hermits Athletics along with all of our Hermit sponsors. Bad pass there by Bridgeton, out of bounds. Hermits will get the ball back starting off the second quarter, up 7. Going to be the starting lineup back out for the Hermits. Fox, Bethea, Oki, Byron, Brown, and Kauser. Fox now with the ball. Mid-range pull-up jumper. Short. Rebounded by Ife. He'll put it back up and he's fouled. He'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Nice job again. You mentioned earlier the offensive rebounding by the Hermits. Ife does it again.
Yeah, this is the first trip to the line for either team.
We've seen Ife really be a great energizer for this team when he's able to get those rebounds, put the ball back up. Only averaging about 6 points per game, but he leads the team in rebounds and blocks. He's got a nice shot at the free throw line, and he's one of those guys that's really just a good energizer for this team.
And he is, especially if he gets into it early. I've noticed in a couple games he's got off to a good start, and he's carried that through the game.
That second free throw, no good. Fox will pick up the long rebound. Hermits get the ball back. See Bridgeton still in a man-to-man. Hermits setting up a play. See Coach Adonizzi yelling from the side. Fox now with the ball on the wing. Kauser rolls
got
up
a
screen.
Mismatch with Kauser.
That's what they're looking for right there. It's Anderson guarding him. Ife's going to clear it out, and they're going to give him the one-on-one. Kauser on the drive baseline. Back out to Ife. Mid-range jumper, no good. Probably could have taken that one up a little quicker, but Anderson will come back with the rebound. Bridgeton looking to push. Over to Bowman. Now on the drive, and that's going to be an offensive foul on Bowman. Great job to take it by Fox.
Well, you're right there. Bowman's got some size to him, and Fox was ready for the charge all the way. Took the charge. Good call.
You saw Ethan really just kind of see Bowman driving into the lane. He just set his feet, took the hit. Unselfish play, but it works out for the Hermits.
Come on, let's go.
Brown now with the ball. Nice little roll off a screen by Kauser, and he'll get a layup.
Boy, Matt Kauser, as every game goes on, is becoming more and more comfortable in this offense, and they're looking for him, and he's responding on that end.
6 minutes, 30 seconds left to go in this second quarter. It's been all Hermits so far, scoring the first 3 of the quarter. Now up by 10.
Defense, come on, defense.
Carper now, his baseline drive, tries to float the ball up, and he'll get it in, the foul. Nice take there by Dallas Carper. And he'll go to the line for one more for Bridgeton.
You know, one thing about this Bridgeton team, they're going to keep coming at you. They're going to press, as we said, and they're going to keep pushing the basketball. You know, they got to find that little rhythm here where they can make that run, because they are going to keep coming at them, and the Hermits have to be careful that they don't let the game and the tempo, even though they want it to be up tempo, get out of control.
Yeah, Tyrone Cleveland subbing in for the Bridgeton Bulldogs. So
yeah, we saw him pick up 2 quick fouls in the first quarter. Keep an eye out for that. 2 fouls on the Hermits, 6 on Bridgeton. So we'll see the Hermits in the one-on-one next time Bridgeton commits a foul. That free throw no good. Fox now with the ball, drives into the lane, and he's able to throw it in, and it just goes in. Great job by Ethan Fox. Another one of those great Hermits guards. Mosley now with the ball, finds Carper at the high post. He drives with his left hand. Good dump down to Jones. Quick layup for Bridgeton.
Good response there by Bridgeton, and Hermits coming right back.
Fox now with the ball on the wing, drives with his left hand, kicks it back out to Kauser. on the wing for three. That one no good. Mosley picks it up. Now the drive. Nice little move to get by Fox. And looks like that's going to be a jump ball. Ife got his hand on it.
Yeah, we could kind of get a good angle of it here. Ife just reached in. He got on top of the ball. Held ball, and it's going to stay with Bridgeton. Hermits staying in the zone here on the inbound.
Under 6 minutes left to go in the second quarter. That inbound gets past Carper. Luckily picks it up for Bridgeton. Anderson, that floater's tipped. Ife with the block. Cleveland comes up with it. Rebounded by Oki Byron. Hermits now with a wide open fast break. And Elijah Brown will slam it down with one hand. He's good at that. He's good at doing that.
Well, he had Samaj in front. Ife made the call. Gives it up to Samaj, who throws it down.
Way to energize the crowd there.
Mosley gets out of the trap. Ball nearly goes out of bounds, saved by Cleveland, but he walked. Going to be another turnover for the Bulldogs.
That's why the Hermits like this up-tempo, forcing turnovers or forcing mistakes. 10-point lead.
And Hermits is just one of those teams that are just so well-disciplined. They don't make a ton of those mistakes with the bad passes. That's what makes them such a hard team to beat a lot of the times. They can run fast, but they also do a good job limiting the turnovers. Kauser in the corner for three off a screen, no good. He's gone cold a little bit from three in this second quarter. He still has a couple layups. Had a couple nice threes in the first. Anderson now in the corner for Bridgeton. Nice response there for the Bulldogs. Bridgeton now only down 7. Hermits back with the ball.
Needs something good. Maybe something for Elijah here. Get him going a little bit.
Pick and roll there. Bethea off Oki Byron's screen. He'll pull it from mid-range. It's short. Rebounded by Cleveland. Bridgeton back with the ball now. Need
a stop. If not, Coach Rodeo may look to call a timeout here if he doesn't get a stop. Maybe settle the guys a little bit.
You got to think, the Hermits, you really don't want to keep Bridgeton in this game too long. You want to get hot and really pull away quickly. You don't want to keep Bridgeton in the game, keeping them with that hope that they can still come back and win this one. You want to just keep the foot on the gas. But so far, Bridgeton with a great response in these last few minutes of the second quarter. Ball swung over to Mosley. That finds Jones in the post. He jumped up, and that's going to be another travel.
Unforced turnovers by Bridgeton, and they're getting close. There's the timeout Coach Rodeo is going to call, just to maybe catch it, get everybody a little bit of a breather, settle them down a little bit, know what he wants to run on the other side. I think that's a really good timeout at this point, and a substitution. He's going to go with Plen and Friel.
Like we said, coming into this game, the Hermits are 8-2 so far in February. Bridgeton's 4-4. Hermits on a nice little 2-game win streak after going on a bit of a skid, losing to EHT and then Camden. But they've responded well.
Yeah. Yeah, so the Prep has won 2 close games in this stretch of February, whereas Bridgeton's gone 1-2 in close games. So that could be a factor.
Obviously, nobody wants to lose the games, but 2 tough teams, EHT and Camden. And to me, it's how you respond after a loss. You have a loss, and then you respond with that Paula 6 win, which was a huge win. Great crowd, really good atmosphere. And I think that's the kind of win then, because that could have gone either way. You obviously in overtime, but I'm saying they could have gone either way after coming off of a couple of losses. And what they've seemed to do is solidify themselves.
Absolutely, especially when you were shorthanded. We talked to Elijah after the game, and he said the team just had a nice next man up mentality, as that layup's no good.
Perfectly run, called play right out of it, and just didn't get the roll.
Mosley over to Anderson. Down to Cleveland on the high post, dumps it down to Jones. That layup way off the backboard. Carper comes up with it, back out to Anderson, wide open for 3, no good. Brown comes up with it for the Hermits, and there's going to be a foul called there, probably on Damon Jones.
Great aggressiveness by the Hermits defense there.
Well, Jimmy, you said earlier about keeping your foot on the gas. I'm going to just tell you now, this Bridgeton team is not going to quit. So this could be 15 points in the fourth quarter. They're still going to come at you. That's just the mentality of Coach LeBron's team. They're going to come at you. They're senior-led. They're going to come out because here's a team that's looking at it and saying, I guarantee what he told them in the locker room is, hey, look what Mainland did. We're a 7 seed. Why not us? Why couldn't we come in and win a game?
Bridgeton has the advantage of just playing with nothing to lose.
Yeah.
They coming in, of course, most people expecting the Hermits to win this one. Come out here and shock the world. They have nothing to lose. Just play play some basketball and don't worry about it too much.
Well, you said Coach LeBron is his third year at Bridgeton, but he has been around, coached in a lot of places, coached at college, so he's got these guys doing the right stuff, the right things. They just have to execute.
2 for 2 from the free throw line for Elijah Brown. Hermits in the bonus now. Saw Elijah hit some nice free throws against PVI in the fourth quarter, especially some big ones. When the Hermits went down 4 with 1:30 left to go in the fourth, they were able to fight back, push the game to overtime, and in overtime, just a couple quick shots by Kauser and Brown get the momentum, as Bridgeton's going to call a timeout now.
Yeah, and anytime you see a coach call the timeout and reach immediately for the clipboard, he just doesn't like the way they're attacking that press.
That'll be a full timeout.
Hey guys, one of the other things we mentioned the alumni in the Hall of Fame. For the people out there watching, if you see the camera angle, before the game, got a chance to see Paul Janetta, an alumni here from St. Augustine, class of '81. Paul has been a referee in the area for a long time. He was the head coach at Buna last year. Paul had a really bad health scare earlier in this year. He looks fantastic. His friends, a couple of other alums, brought him out to the game to see his friend Coach LeBron and obviously Coach Rodeo, who he played for here, and it's just great seeing him. So any alums that are watching this, Paul's in here tonight, and he looks great, and he really looks like he's back to his old self.
Absolutely, it's always great to see the alums come back.
And it's also great to see Coach Rodeo back to his old self pretty much now too.
As always. He's one of those guys always fun to talk to in school. He's always energetic.
That's it. That's what they wanted to do, get the ball into the middle and break the press that way.
Bowman now getting trapped with Plen, who just subbed into the game for the Hermits.
Ooh.
Mosley now with the ball. He just throws it up from the free throw line. No good. It's going to go out of bounds. Looks like Jones hit it last. It'll go back to the prep.
Not the shot you wanted maybe, but if you're going to keep crashing the boards like Bowman does, you might be able to get something off it that way.
Bridgeton coming into this game, their last one they played was a loss to Millville, 50-32. Bowman led scoring with 9. Mosley and Jones each had 7. It's a rough one for them, more of a low-scoring game.
Look at him. He's taunting.
Plen now with the ball on the wing. Kicks it back out to Brown. Hermits up 9. 2 minutes, 30 seconds left to go in the first half. Kauser now with the ball at the top of the key. Bridgeton doing a good job in their man-to-man. Bethea now with the ball, drives with his left hand. Nice move, puts it up and in for the Hermits.
You see the switch for Bridgeton defensively. They're obviously up on Matt Kauser. They've seen him shoot, and they're also up on Elijah. So maybe it's Samaj time a little bit. Take some for himself.
Hermits try to bring some pressure, have the guards meet the ball handler at half court. Bridgeton's able to get the ball down. Bowman will put it up and in, and one. Another and one play for the Bulldogs. As we're going to see Coach Rodeo now sub Oki Byron back in, as Bridgeton's able to take advantage of the inside a little bit without him in the game.
Well, again, that's what Bridgeton wants to do. They're going to crash the offensive boards. So you got to get a body on someone and just be tough in there.
Azone Burden subs in for the Bulldogs. His first time seeing action in this game. Bowman at the line now. His free throw rolls in. 2 minutes left to go in the first half. Bethea now with the ball, slowing it down. Yeah. Hermits up 8, looking to go on a quick run here. Make sure to have all the momentum going into the locker room at halftime. Oki Byron out of Bethea in the corner. Throws it back over to Oki Byron, over his head a little bit. Ife's able to save it. That pass, Fox able to come up with it. Good pad, look there to Brown. A little sloppy, but the Hermits ended up getting 2 out of it.
Well, you're right there. It wasn't where you drew it up. Too bad, 2 passes that were a little iffy, and then a great feed from Fox.
Can't complain too much when you get the 2 points, though. Cross-court pass to Carper. Try to find Bowman again in the post. He's unable to get control that time. Yeah, Carper saved it, but he walked. Really seen Bridgeton really just try to go through Jabril Bowman in the paint. He's had a couple of nice post moves. We really need to see a couple of these other guys start knocking down shots because the Hermits are all over Bowman right now. We saw basically 3 guys on him right there. We really need to spread things out and make some jump shots to make life a little easy for him in the paint. Bethea rolls off the screen, drives again with his left hand, no good. Falls, no foul called. Mosley now with the ball in the fast break over to Anderson. And it'll be another travel on Bridgeton. A couple costly walks here. Really been a killer for them so far in the second quarter.
Yeah.
So the way that Bridgeton is defending now, again, trying to take Cowser out, being aggressive. Now I'm looking out on the floor. I'd love to see a little bit for maybe Oki Byron here. Well, now they've switched it back, but there's a freshman that's been in that just came into game number 34. Maybe take advantage of
maybe an offensive foul on the Hermits. Looks like an illegal screen on Elijah Brown. Be a turnover there. Didn't see that one. Must have moved his feet a little bit on the screen. Looked like they were trying to run a pick and roll. It's Elijah's first of the game.
50 seconds left in this second quarter, so.
We'll try to see what Bridgeton wants to do here. 50 seconds. Hermits, we're bringing the guards up a little bit, trying to bring a little pressure as we see them playing, going all over the place on defense. Carper's drive. He loses it. It'll go out of bounds. Back to the Hermits. Once again, just Hermits forcing a lot of turnovers. The 2-3 has been successful so far in doing that.
Yeah, they're going to sub back. They're going to sub Elijah or Samaj back in here to run this last sequence. 38 seconds. Maybe get one possessions to the Hermits to start the second half. So I like this matchup if Samaj can go to the hole here against Anderson.
Over to Cowser. At the top of the key, back over to, looks like he's looking for Brown, and go back over to Samaj. Being guarded by Anderson. Hermits running a bit of a weave here. Looks like they're just going to try to kill some clock. Looking for that last shot. 15 seconds now left to go in the half. Brown with the ball, looking to drive. Kicks it back out over to Fox. 10 seconds now left to go. Fox bringing it back out. Hermits got to look for something now. Nice little cut by Brown. 4 seconds. Down to Ife, and that'll be a quick layup to end the first half for the Hermits. As the buzzer sounds, your score, St. Augustine 35, Bridgeton 23. A great way to gain some momentum heading into the locker room, and that's something Coach Rodeo is definitely going to be happy about. Like we said, it'll be a 10-minute halftime. Stay tuned. We will be right back with the second half right here in Richland.
Hi, this is Dr. Patel of Atlantic Medical Imaging. February is the month of Valentine's and also American Heart Month. It's a good reminder of the importance of monitoring yours and your family's heart health. Each year, about 1.1 million Americans suffers a heart attack. At Atlantic Medical Imaging, we perform a revolutionary imaging exam called coronary CT angiography, a dramatic breakthrough in the detection of heart disease. Coronary CTA is a non-invasive imaging technique used to visualize disease in the coronary arteries, the source of heart attacks and sudden death. Atlantic Medical Imaging is a world leader in coronary CTA. We have the largest case experience in coronary CTA anywhere. With a supporting staff devoted to your dignity and health, our board-certified radiologists are dedicated to bringing you the most advanced medical imaging in the world. Call the imaging experts at 609-677-X-ray and visit us on the web at atlanticmedicalimaging.com. Atlantic Medical Imaging. Experience you can trust.
Toyota of Vineland, family owned and operated for over 30 years. We have the cars and trucks you need at the price you want.
South Jersey's positive radio station is Pop FM 99.9, Power of Positivity, with local news, weather, and events in Gloucester, Salem, and Cumberland. Streaming online at popfm999.com. On Pop FM, you have the power to keep it positive.
We are a family business. Myself and my wife wait on 90% of the customers who walk in the door. So you're going to get somebody who's going to help you. He knows something about the floor covering business. But we specialize in carpet, hardwood, laminate, luxury vinyl tile, area rugs, and a service. When we stock a lot of rolls of carpet, buying from the roll as a customer, you save money. I am very proud to own Richland Carpet, and I am very proud of the selection and the service that we provide.
Welcome to Clark & Fox, a company dedicated to representing the international and domestic insurance markets. We are a group of individuals who created a world-class law firm and company through passion, purpose, and practice. We pride ourselves on providing consistent and extraordinary legal services to our clients from New Jersey to Pennsylvania to California and many places in between. Our goal is to become the most knowledgeable and respected law firm representing the insurance industry. This singular goal guides and defines all of our decisions. If you wish to join the Clark & Fox team, either as a client or member of our firm, please reach out to us.
Hi, this is Dr. Patel of Atlantic Medical Imaging. February is the month of Valentine's and also American Heart Month. It's a good reminder of the importance of monitoring yours and your family's heart health. Each year, about 1.1 million Americans suffers a heart attack. At Atlantic Medical Imaging, we perform a revolutionary imaging exam called coronary CT angiography, a dramatic breakthrough in the detection of heart disease. Coronary CTA is a non-invasive imaging technique used to visualize disease in the coronary arteries, the source of heart attacks and sudden death. Atlantic Medical Imaging is a world leader in coronary CTA. We have the largest case experience in coronary CTA anywhere. With a supporting staff devoted to your dignity and health, our board-certified radiologists are dedicated to bringing you the most advanced medical imaging in the world. Call the imaging experts at 609-677-X-ray and visit us on the web at atlanticmedicalimaging.com. Atlantic Medical Imaging. Experience you can trust.
Toyota of Vineland, family owned and operated for over 30 years. We have the cars and trucks you need at the price you want.
South Jersey's positive radio station is Pop FM 99.9, Power of Positivity, with local news, weather, and events in Gloucester, Salem, and Cumberland. Streaming online at popfm999.com. On Pop FM, you have the power to keep it positive.
We are a family business. Myself and my wife wait on 90% of the customers who walk in the door. So you're going to get somebody who's going to help you. He knows something about the floor covering business. But we specialize in carpet, hardwood, laminate, luxury vinyl tile, area rugs, and a service. When we stock a lot of rolls of carpet, buying from the roll as a customer, you save money. I am very proud to own Richland Carpet, and I am very proud of the selection and the service that we provide.
Welcome to Clark & Fox, a company dedicated to representing the international and domestic insurance markets. We are a group of individuals who created a world-class law firm and company through passion, purpose, and practice. We pride ourselves on providing consistent and extraordinary legal services to our clients from New Jersey to Pennsylvania to California and many places in between. Our goal is to become the most knowledgeable and respected law firm representing the insurance industry. This singular goal guides and defines all of our decisions. If you wish to join the Clark & Fox team, either as a client or member of our firm, please reach out to us.
Hi, this is Dr. Patel of Atlantic Medical Imaging. February is the month of Valentine's and also American Heart Month. It's a good reminder of the importance of monitoring yours and your family's heart health. Each year, about 1.1 million Americans suffers a heart attack. At Atlantic Medical Imaging, we perform a revolutionary imaging exam called coronary CT angiography, a dramatic breakthrough in the detection of heart disease. Coronary CTA is a non-invasive...
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, for the second half of St. Augustine Prep Basketball, live in Rodeo Gym on the Hermits Broadcasting YouTube channel. I'm Jimmy Bachman alongside Peter Burns and Coach Dave Catalana. Hermits ended that first half on a good run, up 35-23, and now I'm going to kick it over to Peter Burns with some of the first half stats.
Yeah, Matt Kauser leads scoring for the Hermits with 10 points, and Elijah Brown right behind him with 8 points. Ife Okibyron, Ethan Fox, and Samaj Bethea all had very good numbers. Bridgeton's leading scorers were Jabril Bowman with 8 and Zaquan Anderson with 7.
So the Hermits going a quick little run at the end of the first half. We saw Ife get that nice little layup with a couple seconds left on the clock.
Jimmy, how many times do we do a game where we talk about coming out here in this first couple of minutes, because you saw the way the flow of that game was. Hermits made the little run late, but Bridgeton was close. A couple of little turnovers. If they go their way, this is a different score.
Yeah, Hermits really looking to set the tone early, and that's a good way to start. Quick little post move from Elijah Brown.
Such a versatile player. Here you are posting him up there. He can take people off the bounce. His jump shot has really come around the last few games as well.
He's one of those guys that could just really do anything for the Hermits. He dropped 27 against Paul VI. He's really become the top scorer this year, and a team that has plenty of guys that can score.
I think in the next couple of years, you're going to see him be sort of that closer, that guy that's going to finish out the games.
And that's the great thing about this team, all being mostly juniors and sophomores. It's basically the same team coming back next year.
All right.
Carper now on the drive. His left-handed layup, no good. Brown with the layup, and Samaj now on the fast break, unable to handle that pass, so he's now going to have to bring it back out.
Smart decision to pull it out. Ooh, he's wide open.
Brown wide open. His mid-ranger rolls out. Rebounded by Mosley. Sean Mosley now looking to push. Hermits still in that 2-3. Mosley will just pull up from 3. Short, no good. Rebounded by Jones. Over to Bowman. His mid-ranger rolls out. Ife gets the rebound. Brown now with the ball. Hermits looking to push again. Fox now on the drive. Misses the layup. Off the bottom of the rim. Mosley now with numbers. Nice little behind the back pass to Bowman. Nifty play there for the Bulldogs.
4-point swing. You don't get it at one end with Fox, and Bridgeton converts.
Kauser on the wing for 3. It's short. Bowman comes down with the rebound.
I think he was a little quick on that one. Good hands by Kauser.
That one's going to be tipped. Bethea's going to pick it up. And the Hermits get the ball right back. Kauser now baseline drive. He's fouled. Gets it up and in. See if the officials will count it. And it looks like they will. An M1 play by Matt Kauser.
Yeah, and that's the kind of play that shows you the growth that Matt Kauser has had over these last few games. You said earlier he's primarily a three-point shooter. Maybe they haven't gone in. A lot of other times he might have just pulled up for that, but he decided he's going to take it to the hole, finishes on a three-point play. That's where you see this sophomore really becoming, a bigger-time player.
That's what makes him such more of a versatile threat. When you got guys that can't just be all on top of him ready for that three, he gets that nice little pump fake and drive in. These defenders can't be on top of him just hoping for that three because they know he can drive the ball as well, and that's going to get him more open threes as well. Bowman now with the ball on the wing. Drives with his right. Jump stop, kicks it back out to Mosley, but that one's tipped and stolen by Fox. Now a nice little yard step, picked up, that ball's tipped away. Kauser gets it, puts it up, layup no good. It's going to be hit out of bounds, and the Hermits will keep possession.
I think it might have got tipped out. Fox on that, like it was almost like, he was in front of the play, but it was really a 2-on-1 with Kauser trailing him.
Plen checks in. Going to replace Fox.
He's got Oki Byron wide open right away.
Absolutely, that's one they usually look for.
It's right there.
There you go,
there it is.
Right up. It comes back down with it, puts it back up. Doesn't get much easier than that for Oki Byron.
And I hear Coach LeBron yelling, and I look over to him. He's just, I don't know. He said, I don't know what he was doing. He was right next to the. You can't miss the 6'7" guy, can you?
And that's going to be a timeout called for Coach LeBron. His third of the game, I believe.
Good run, good answer by the Hermits right there, just to start, like you said, start to get some distance, and they've cut them from a few different people. Kauser. You had Elijah, Ife starting to come around as well.
It just shows this team has plenty of guys that can score, plenty of guys that can be the star of the show each night.
Very good depth on this Hermits team.
This quarter is sponsored by Benjamin F. Edwards. We'd like to thank all of our Hermit sponsors for their continued support of Hermits athletics throughout the fall and winter and in the upcoming spring.
Speaking of upcoming spring, Hermits baseball coach Mike Bylone in attendance. I'm sure the Hermits baseball team will have another great season.
Absolutely. Oh, yeah, they were fantastic last year. Lost in the state championship, I know. I did most of their games. That was a fun one against Red Bank Catholic in the semifinals.
A few of these guys on the Hermits basketball team, also baseball players, and we're hoping that their baseball careers are delayed for a little while so the basketball can keep going on.
Sure, Coach Bynum will let that one slide. We have a couple of cross guys as well. I know Jack Schleicher is a pretty good
that's
cross
right.
player. Hermits on the fast break once again. Ife comes down with it, and he walked.
Yeah, just a tough way. Samaj tried to get it to him. Good catch, just couldn't get his feet down.
Mosley now at the ball. 5 minutes left to go in this third quarter. It's been all Hermits so far, up 17.
Nice defense from Plen.
There you go. There's a steal. Plen comes up with it. Hermits have numbers. Alley-oop up to Brown, and he lays it in. Great look by Samaj Bethea. We know those two have some great chemistry, and they've had a couple of those alley-oops all year.
Yeah, and there's Plen with the hockey assist, because I think he knew right away if he threw it to Samaj was going to throw it up.
Hermits now back on defense.
Hermits starting to pull away here.
Yep, up at 19. Anderson on the drive. That ball's tipped and stolen by Brown. Get the cameras ready. Here it comes. Another dunk for Elijah Brown.
And Coach LeBron, I'm looking over, he's used a couple more timeouts. You can't just keep going to timeout, but he's now starting to get frustrated with the execution and maybe a little bit with the effort of his club right now.
Absolutely. Now if you're as another step back shot, not a great decision there. And the Hermits are going to get another easy dunk as Elijah Brown's just going to feast on those all day. If you're Bridgeton now, you're really starting to lose any momentum you ever had. Got to respond quickly.
The fast break has been the key here. A lot of fast break points for the Hermits as usual.
Carper dumps it down to Bowman. Back out to him in the corner. Another three. That one's tipped and blocked. Hermits going to run again. 3-on-1 and alley-oop. And why not give Brown another one? 8 quick straight points for Elijah Brown.
2 alley-oops, 2 breakaway dunks, and a big smile. Coming over to the bench, Elijah Brown.
He's one of those guys that's always having fun on the court.
You love seeing that. And again, Bridgeton using all their timeouts, but they just had to run one more there.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, really had no choice there. They're only going to have one more left. But if you're Coach LeBron, what are you telling your guys now? Down 25, the Hermits just went on another huge run.
Well, again, not much that you can say as far as that. You got to be a little upset with the execution. We talked about some unforced errors. That last jump shot's probably not exactly what he wanted. But then the other half of that is, guys, you got to get back. I mean, you can't just throw up a shot and nobody look and see where the Hermits are. You get into that point where, not that they're just anything the Hermits are doing is just an easy layup.
Rory Friel checking in as well as Ethan Fox.
So also in the gym tonight, I saw Coach Rodeo Jr. from St. Joe Academy. We congratulate them on their win. I think he's here a little bit as a scout, but mostly as a fan of his father and the rest of the rodeo family here as well, supporting Coach. And again, we may see that matchup, later on in that Cape Atlantic final.
You see somebody over there with a Holy Spirit jacket on as well. Of course, the winner of this game will play Holy Spirit.
Come on.
They're scouting there as well. I'm sure there's some fun discussions at the dinner table in the rodeo household whenever there's a game coming up. A little trash talking, maybe.
Well, I don't think Bonnie lets any of that happen. And if she did, she'd side with her son. I can almost guarantee.
Ball went out of bounds. Bridgeton will keep possession.
Go defense.
See number 34 for Bridgeton. Check back into the game. That's Ejoni Burden. Anderson now with the ball being guarded by Plen. Great defense by Plen, forcing the turnover. We've really seen him get better and better as well, getting more comfortable in this Hermits offense.
And we talked about that at the Pleasantville game about Plen being there. What I love about him is he's plug and play. You want him to be the point guard? Fine. You want him to be the off guard? Fine. He is a perfect rotational guard.
And he does a great job just doing those little things for the Hermits. He's not always the guy that's going to put up a ton of points, but he has a lot of good defensive plays, a lot of assists as Ethan Fox, gets that layup.
The way these guards finish, no fear going to the basket. Samaj, Ethan, Noah, they have no fear going to the hole. And look at that finish there by Ethan Fox.
Burden over to Anderson. Now to Mosley on the wing. Bridgeton just looking for something here. They go back to Bowman in the paint, kicks it out to Mosley. Nice little pump fake back to Bowman. And he's unable to get the layup to go. There's a lid on the basket right now for Bridgeton.
Good defense by the Hermits there.
Elijah Brown on the mid-ranger. That rolls out. Nearly goes out of bounds. Saved by Bowman. Elijah's going to get his own rebound back. That goes over the head of Burden. And it'll be looks like a backcourt violation.
Yeah, it is. That's
There was no possession.
No, I think that's the right call because it went backcourt because of Elijah Brown. And there was nobody touched by Bridgeton.
A bit of a confusing play there, but we'll go back to Bridgeton. Hermits up 27 now, 2 minutes left to go in this third quarter. Saw things really looking close in that first half, but got bleak quick for Bridgeton, and I'm not sure if I don't think they've scored yet.
They had one.
They might have scored once. Yeah, you're right. I believe it was 35-23 at halftime.
Number 24, Gabe Gillespie, a freshman, is checked in now.
Absolutely, one of those freshmen really shown some nice moments for varsity. As that'll be and1 the foul for Bowman. Speaking of Gillespie, he's one of those guys that really had some nice moves in the last few games. I know I see him always stop playing during free periods, always doing well in the gym and some pickup games. It's another one of those young guys for the Hermits. He's got a lot of potential and is going to do a lot of good things for them, assuming he keeps it up.
Yeah, you look at that freshman class with him and Friel. They're both out there right now. 2 sophomores out there with Samaj and Kauser. And the old man, Ethan Fox. He's all the way into a junior.
Bowman gets the rebound, misses the layup. Back over to Jones. He's able to put it back up and in for Bridgeton. Lead back down to 23. Buffet, and now the ball being guarded by Anderson up court. Over to Friel on the wing. Fox. It's Gillespie now at the top of the key. Fox on a left-handed drive. He floats it up, and it rolls in.
Great finish.
Ethan Fox is one of those guards who's really quick. He's a good shooter, and he's quick off the dribble and able to get a lot of those easy layups. As Jones, the reverse, is missed. That ball tipped around a little bit. Bowman comes down. Back out to Mosley on the wing. Pump fake drives. And looks like he's going to walk. Looks like it'll be nope. It'll be a foul called. That one's going to be on Kauser. As we're now going to see Aaron Bullock, the senior, check in for the Hermits.
And I thought maybe we'd see a little Aaron today, mix it up inside a little bit defensively. Kauser's trying his best, but we've already said that Bowman is tough inside. That's what he does. He goes to work on those offensive boards. So
Aaron had 12 points against Pleasantville on senior night back on Thursday. That three is good for Mosley in the corner. Bridgeton finally able to find the bottom of the basket now in the late stage of this third quarter.
And I said, no matter the score, they're going to keep playing hard. Coach LeBron is going to be on them to play hard.
Now I just need to look at some stops. Friel now with the ball at the top of the key over to Bullock. Samaj now likes that matchup against Anderson. He was calling for it. 20 seconds left to go in this third quarter. Hermits in no particular hurry. Looks like they're going to kill this clock and get the last shot.
Maybe look for a high screen and roll for Samaj.
Samaj now off the screen from Bullock. He's able to sneak through and gets the layup for the Hermits. 5 seconds now left to go in this third quarter. Mosley with the ball. He's going to have to fire it up. His shot just short. And that's a good way to end the third quarter. Your score 56-32 Hermits. Looks like a victory is on the way, and they'll get to move on to the second round and semifinals of the Cal playoffs.
Yeah, it's been a good one here. Hermits have started to pull away, though. This game was brought to you by... this fourth quarter is brought to you by Ottinger Golf Group.
Yeah, Ottinger Golf Group, another one of the proud Hermits sponsors. Golf coming up pretty soon. Got to get those clubs ready. It's a good place to do it.
Well, you couldn't ask for much better third quarter there from the Hermits. I mean, they came out of that locker room. I don't think there was any big fire and brimstone kind of speech from Coach Royer. There wasn't a need to it. I think they just addressed a few things that needed to be, and now the kids came out, really responded.
Hermits have the starting lineup in now.
I don't think we're going to do a player of the game, so I might just close this out.
One of the other things about we keep talking about the young teams. Bridgeton's coming in as a senior-led team. When you have this Cape tournament, you sort of have this first one-and-done kind of thing, and then you have the state tournament after this. So with a young team, sometimes you think to yourself, well, if we don't get it this year, we'll be back next year. And this team is not really focused that way. I think they want to go out, try to win the Cape this year, try to win that, and then, of course, make their run in a state tournament after that's done.
Absolutely. Carper on the drive, no good. Bridgeton gets the ball back, rebounded by Bowman. Carper now with the ball again on the drive, and it's going to be a jump ball. Good job by the Hermits defenders.
I really like what I'm seeing out of this zone defense from the Hermits. Again, Bridgeton's not a great outside shooting team, but they've contested shots when they've been there. They've done a decent job on the boards, but they've just they're playing hard in that zone.
Bridgeton now matching up man-to-man. Bringing a little bit of pressure on Bethea, bringing the ball down court. They roll off the screen from Brown. Bethea on the drive. His pull-up jumper.
Oh, got knocked
down.
Yeah.
No foul called. Bridgeton got away with one there. Carper now with the ball. Passes it down court. Picked up by Bowman. Bowman now on the drive. Unable to convert. Hermits have numbers. Once again, Bethea's going to take it himself, and he's fouled. He'll go to the line to shoot two.
That one he finally got a call.
He'll get the 2 free throws anyway. Coach Rodeo having all the starters back out. We'll see how long he wants to keep them in there. Hermits up 24 right now. I think he just wants to make sure that lead is nice and secure, and he'll start subbing the other younger guys in.
Yeah, and we've said, no matter the score, he loves to start. He starts the fourth quarter with his starters. That's just what he does. He'll do a normal substitution of his 2-3 guys. Like I said, we've kind of settled in on Plen and Friel When Jack's here, Cowser as well is that 8. Mix in a little Bullock if you need another bigger guy. Mix in a little Gillespie if you need another guard. I think they're in a good spot going into the rest of the Cape, and then of course the playoffs, the state playoffs.
That ball hit out of bounds by Brown. It'll go back to Bridgeton.
Go, defense. Come on, prep.
24-point game here with 7 minutes left in the fourth quarter.
That ball hit out of bounds by Cowser. Like we said, the Hermits' regular season is over. We're in the postseason now. Quarterfinals round of the CAL playoffs. Winner of this game will go on to play Holy Spirit
at Millville.
Yeah,
I don't think they've determined yet which of the 2 games will be first in the doubleheader.
Yeah, the other matchup there will be Mainland versus St. Joe's Academy. Of course, Mainland coming off that huge upset against EHT. Two more points on the board for the Bulldogs. 24-point game now. Thay taking the ball up court. Trying to put a little pressure on him with Anderson. Really not been a problem for Samaj so far. Brown looking for Fox on the cut. Back out to Oki Byron at the top of the key. Back to Brown on the drive. He's got a little height advantage. He puts it up, and it rolls in off the backboard. And M1 for Elijah Brown.
I love seeing the Hermits break as much as anyone. As a matter of fact, I want them to break all the time. But it's nice to see them run a set. Coach Tom Attanasi, the offensive coordinator, calling out a specific play, and he wants them to run it down, and it's nice seeing that. Work on that execution.
We'll see Noah Plen and Rory Friel check in now. Plen will go in for Cowser. Friel will go in for Brown after he shoots. And it's good to really work on those offensive sets, especially when you get a little later on in the playoffs, when you play these teams where it might be a little harder to run that fast break all the time and get those easy layups.
Sure.
You got to know how to run that offensive set, especially like we saw against PVI, where the Hermits really weren't able to get a lot of easy shots just because PVI pressed. They put a lot of pressure on the Hermits. They had to run those half-court sets, and they did a good job of it later in the game when it mattered. Bad pass there, another turnover for Bridgeton. A little over 6 minutes left to go in this game. It's been all Hermits in the second half. As we are nearing the end of February, like we said, the Hermits had a nice month going 8-2. Job's not done yet, though. Buffet's mid-ranger is short. We go back to Bridgeton.
Come on, you gotta get those rebounds.
The Hermits, if they do advance in this game, looks like hopefully they'll be taking on Holy Spirit, who they were supposed to play earlier in the year, and the game had gotten canceled and never was able to reschedule it. So all of a sudden, you find yourselves in a potential playoff matchup against each other.
And we already know that the Hermits are scheduled on March 2nd to play Notre Dame in the first round of the South Jersey Non-Public A playoffs. That will be a home game for the Hermits, so we will be broadcasting that one.
The 2 seniors, Aaron Bullock and
Logan Ham checking in, yep.
Along with Gabe Gillespie, the freshman.
Yep, the Bull and the Hamster getting some more minutes. I'm not sure who came up with those nicknames, but they're pretty they were pretty good when I heard them first. Ife with a nice putback layup there.
Ife had a quiet statistic game, but effective. He's got, like I said, has hands full the entire night with with Bowman in the middle.
Buffet now on the fast break. He'll lay it up and in. Boy, it's great to see Bethea. I know we've already said it's great to see Bethea back after missing a couple games. He's okay. Hope to get Jack Schleicher back as soon as possible. As we know, he sprained his MCL back in the Paul VI game earlier this week on Tuesday. Heard from manager that he'll be out for 1 to 2 weeks. The sooner he's back, the better.
Yeah, and then I understand that Gavin Reed won't be back this season. I guess he broke his jaw, and he won't be back at all this year. See him also in street clothes on the sidelines. So
all smiles right now from the Hermits bench, having fun out there. Up 31 now against Bridgeton. As, like we said, we'll see a bunch of subs coming in. Your 5 now will be Plen, Friel, Gillespie, Ham, and Bullock. Looks like that'll be it for the Hermits starters tonight.
I would say Coach is pretty happy with the effort he got from from his starters, especially here in that third quarter, really. And I mentioned it a couple times, I know, but, Elijah's become that guy that's separating himself, and it's been sort of that take. But I love what I'm seeing out of Matt Kauser as every game more comfortable, more assertive in the offense, not just the three-point shot. His defense is better than I think a lot of people give him credit for, and he works hard on the boards. So I don't think you can ask much more out of him as well.
Bridgeton still with a couple of their starters in the game. As I said, most of their guys will be moving on as well. Mostly seniors in the starting lineup.
And I'm pretty sure, I don't remember exactly, but I know I saw it somewhere. I'm pretty sure Bridgeton obviously qualified for the tournament as well. So this won't be the end for their guys.
Friel now, nice cut by Plen, and he'll get the reverse layup to go. Good look by Friel. See a couple younger guys on top, back with a couple of the seniors. The only 2 seniors on the team. There's definitely some difference in age difference on the court for the Hermits.
It was odd seeing a senior night. I think last year we had
a bunch.
7. Yeah. We didn't have enough. We had too many to start. This year, just the 2. Like I said, started 2 sophomores or 2 freshmen and a sophomore. And the managers got their chance to get in.
Ham and Bullock, they don't always get the most minutes, but they really are good leaders for this team. They're guys that everyone really loves to be around, loves to play with. They're fan favorites. Everybody always goes crazy when they get into the games.
Well, I'll tell you, and Ham, I think you said he had 12 against Pleasantville, and they were some impressive points. And one of the things that he did when he was in there with Ham and the 3 managers. That's Friel's spot, absolutely. That corner. But he was in the game with the 3 managers, and he said, I got the ball, and he ran the point. So a little bit of post-game here, and was running the point with the managers.
72-36 with just under 3 minutes left. This game seems to be out of reach for the Bridgeton Bulldogs.
Yeah, it's been out of reach for the last quarter and a half, as Gillespie will now take the ball up for the Hermits. As we said, this will be it for our broadcast in the Cal, because the next game will be against Holy Spirit will be played at Millville. Our next broadcast for basketball will be on March 2nd when the Hermits take on Notre Dame in the first round of the non-public A South Jersey playoffs. That'll be it for winter sports, assuming unless there's a chance. There is a small opportunity that the Hermits could get a second home game, but it seems unlikely at this point. But that'll be it for winter sports for the Hermits. But then we will get spring sports coming up soon. Rugby, lacrosse, and baseball. So still plenty left to go for Hermits Broadcasting and Hermits Athletics. I see a couple of the younger guys now are going to get ready to check in for the Hermits. It's going to be Logan Franks, Walt Garrison, Ethan Haynes, Joey Peacock, and Connor Hughes.
Yeah, we have to see if the game will be streamed, if the Cal game will be streamed. I mean, Millville normally streams their games, but this being a Cal tournament game, I don't know if anyone will be doing it. Sometimes you get some of the other groups that do it, like Matt Ulmer's group or BFA or someone, so I don't know how they're doing it for the playoffs, but
if you're wondering how to make sure to check into those games, make sure to check in with Hermits Athletics social media pages, specifically Twitter and Instagram. They usually do a good job at letting people know how to watch the games best when the Hermits are on the road. Franks there unable to convert on the layup, as Mosley will drive it down for Bridgeton. No good. Rebounded by Connor Hughes, the junior. Now to Joey Peacock, the freshman. A couple of these guys get a good amount of JV minutes as well, as Haynes' 3 will be no good. Rebounded. And that'll be a foul on the Hermits. That'll be Martin and Brown. Just checked in for the first time for Bridgeton.
So, Jimmy, that Cal game will be Wednesday night is what we're saying? Wednesday night, okay.
Yep.
And then if they could make the final, that'll be on Saturday. I know the boys' game is at noon on Saturday at Absegami. The girls' game would be after, so.
24, Nazir Montalvo also checking in for Bridgeton. Minute 22 left to go in this game. It's been all Hermits in the second half. We had a close one going into halftime. Hermits only up 12. But they just came out firing in the second half. Garrison now with the ball on the wing. That ball going to be stolen by Bowman.
The bench has played so well today.
Absolutely. Bridgeton's still playing tough. That shot up by Burden, no good. Rebounded by Garrison. He'll find Haynes up court. Hermits with numbers as Ethan Haynes will go up and be fouled. He'll go to the line for 2.
.45 seconds left in the fourth.
That first shot by Haynes, no good, off to the left. Hermits coming into the season, another interesting stat, only 2 wins so far this year that have been within single digits. That was against Paul VI and against Millville back in January. Hermits do a good job of pulling away in these games. But we're expecting a couple more close ones as you get to playoff time. Bowman gets the rebound, puts it back up for Bridgeton. Getting them in the 40s on the scoreboard. It's Logan Franks now with the ball for the Hermits. He'll drive it himself. He's blocked. Bowman now on the drive. Nice little move. Misses the layup. Put back up by Burden. And now with 10 seconds left on the clock. See what the Hermits are going to do. It looks like they're going to hold it. And that will do it here. A quarterfinals victory for the Hermits as the clock strikes 0. Your final score, St. Augustine Prep 74, Bridgeton 43. Another huge win for the Hermits as they will move on to the semifinals in the Cal playoffs. That game will be played next week at Holy Spirit on Wednesday at Millville.
Well, Jimmy, I said earlier the keys here was obviously to focus on Bridgeton. I think we saw that they did that, and then to advance into that next round. I have to believe the coaches are happy with these last few games, the way the Hermits have played. Just going back to the Paul VI, again, bouncing back after the losses. You're in a little tournament run here. You know, you set a goal all year long, and one of the goals is to win the Cape Atlantic League, and they've got a legit shot to do it now. Need a couple of wins, and then they'll focus on the state tournament.
Absolutely. Just survive and advance mentality for the Hermits as they get another win. That will wrap things up here from Richland. We will not be doing a player of the game interview, Twitter player of the game. If I was to give it, I would probably give it to multiple guys. A lot of good players today for the Hermits. But like I said, your final score, Hermits win 74-43. I'd like to thank you, Peter, you, Coach, for being with us all year, doing a great job with it. I know it'll be Robin Andres taking it on for the playoffs when we get that stream on March 2nd against Notre Dame. That will be the next stream for Hermits Broadcasting and Basketball. That's it for the winter sports. I'd also like to thank Ryan Marengo for doing the computer for us today. I know we were a little short-handed with Coach Bromell being at the wrestling match. I heard they did well. But like we said, we thank you for watching all year. We thank you for the continued support. That'll do it. I'm Jimmy Bachman. We thank you for watching. We'll see you next time. As always, go Hermits.
Good job.
Thank you.